Yo, that is loud. How you doing? We're scamming. I think I gotta fix the mana base a little bit. Maybe put Blood Moon in the board? I'm not sure. I wanted to put... I hate having Ring resolved against me. Also, shout out to Mobius Chicken Strip. Thank you for following. Followed yesterday. First person in the chat today. So glad to see it. Anyway, the board sucked yesterday, but the deck was good. Like, having so much discard is obviously good if you're trying to land Snoop combo, so that's why I piled up on it. I don't know if we need so much, because Grief is also a discard spell. Like, maybe like we could put... I'm tempted to put Bowmasters in just because it's good, but I kind of like Earwig Squad being main because we have literally all goblins and rogues except for Grief, and Grief speaks for itself. It's already done the Earwig Squad thing. So like, is which matchup? Oh, yeah, you're the second person I saw short in munitions expert to MU. I don't really understand. I don't know how you get there. I mean, it's Mew, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't great yesterday, but it wasn't bad. It also pitches to Grief in your opener. And it makes awkward attacks with Stalactite Stalker. I drew it off the top with Conspicuous Snoop in my upkeep, so it, like, even when it was bad the time I drew it, didn't get in the way. It's possible it's bad. But I got to do more testing. Do I even have tickets to test with? No, I don't. All right, two things that are annoying me right now. One, I don't have tickets to test with, but two, my deck boxes. I have 5 chests and 2 tickets. So if I get 5 play points in all of these, I can't actually play a league. But if I sell these, I could get 10 tickets and play a league. But you usually get like 5 tickets. So this is a gamble right here. And we're going to put a poll out to our one viewer. Do I open the chest and gamble? Or do I just sell them and enter the league? I think I'm going to gamble. That's where I'm. All right, he said do it. We're doing it. Let's do it one at a time because I only want 50 play points. Well, there's 20 in a Quintorius, but I think Quintorius is like worthless now. That was pretty good. Let's look up what Quintorius is worth real quick because maybe we stop right now. If you don't know Gopots is the best. And then Quintorius is $3 in regular, and whatever the hell I just got is even less. Nice, $1. Well, they screwed our boy. But 20 play points is roughly ahead of the curve. 15, Court of Lochtwain. I don't think even Mind Sensor is worth anything. I think oh, it's a Monarch card. All right. Well, was that enough? One more. Well, hopefully one more. Could be 2 more. Could be 2 more. These all stink. A battle? Bad. All right. Well, we did actually better than I usually do on chests. Here, let's do this right before. Because what do you think about playing Blood Moon in this deck? Should I play Blood Moon in this deck? Not in the main. Always, that's true. You are always one gamble away from the big hit. Collection trap. Just to check if those cards were worth anything without them each. I usually do like most expensive cards and then just see if anything came up that wasn't there before. And looks like no. People really want to play Collected Company. Smuggler's Copter. I mean, I've always owned a bunch. I think I have like 6 or 7 in paper. Just because I liked that card and didn't realize I had as many as I did and bought more because it was cheap. This card's way down. All right. All right, we're gonna. Blood Moon is good in paper, but I'm not really happy. Um. Yeah, that's kind of why I didn't put it in. It's felt kind of bad recently, and we can't turn to it. So, like, just given how many of the decks that Blood Moon used to be decent against can fight through it, I just didn't want to do it. I do think that I want to add one more basic. And I guess I'm going to add a mountain. I hate this. As I add the mountain. Oh, let's put this mountain in. That out of here. What kind of swamp do I have? What does this version of the swamp look like, I wonder? I don't think I own it. All right, we're going to get right into the league right after this. This is what I just bought a paper version of this, but a mountain. It is a really nice. If I could get the swamp that matches the one that I just put in my deck delivered. What is the one that? No, it's not. What the hell is this thing? Wait, how did I? Well, get. What is that not Phyrexia All Will Be One? It is. But that come on. So what one? Here we go. This is the one. This one is sick. I want 40 of them. I'm playing 10 basics. I'm not playing 10 basics, but anyway, GoPots is the best. Imagine doing this in Go Climb. How awful that would be. So, where are we at? Maybe this Blackleaf Cliffs be the fetch that I removed. Possible. Possible I want 2 Earwig Squads main. I do like the one of Douthie main. Maybe we can cut one of these Inquisitions for something good. Like a Fable. Oh, that's what I was thinking that I wanted. I was thinking that I wanted to get Fable in, because Fable plus Grief is like it's a pretty good lock on people, and just the threat of Fable plus Grief in those games is like enough. So let's move this Inquisition to a Fable. See how that does. We got a bunch of flex slots going on. So in case you haven't seen this deck, I guess nobody's seen this deck except the Discord and yeah, and whoever I played with it against yesterday. Now come on, did I not just get trade confirmed? Trade confirmed. Where is the you know other is that a card suggestion, or saying because nobody knows it? Because Forbidden Knowledge I think is a card. I guess it's not a card. Anyway, so it's not complicated. Grief got banned. Or not, but it's not banned. Here it is. Scam got banned, and yet here it is. It's really Fury that got banned. So, couple ideas in play here. I was at my local last Monday playing Goblins, and somebody else. Apparently, there's like 5 Goblins players at my local. I don't know why, but none of them chose to play Goblins that day except me. So they were just like excited to see me play it. Let me put it on so that my stupid outline were clear. So he was saying he played 3 Thoughtseize main, and like I've just been fucking around with this Stalactite Stalker Zoyawa package and not playing regular Goblins, except that was the only deck I had in paper, so I went with it. And I was talking to people and I was like, Scam is still good. Like, I'm gonna play Mono Black Scam like online because I have the cards, so I don't know, I doubt it's dead. And then I was like, oh, what, maybe I can make that black Goblins list again and just shove Grief into it. And then I was like, why don't I combine that idea with this person's 3 Thoughtseize main idea? And like now the floodgates were open. So it's like, well, here's Scam with a ton of black cards to pitch to Grief. The only things that don't pitch to Grief are Snoop, Fable, and the 2 copies of Kiki. Like, the only way this could get better is if Kiki pitched to Grief somehow. And we've got like a turbo combo list where one of our combos is Grief Scam, and Douthy Voidwalker is a rogue, which is good with Thoughtseizes and Grief, and it's a rogue, which means that you can actually cast Earwig Squad off of it hitting somebody, and it's always going to hit somebody. So that's pretty interesting, at least enough for me to put a second one in the board. I can tell you from yesterday, the deck is strong. You get into top deck wars a lot, and very similar to Scam. Sometimes you win them, sometimes you lose them, but you have a ton of time. Trying to top deck the combo was like not exciting, so I think we do want like more damage, but that doesn't mean I'm going to less Harbinger. It might mean that maybe this Inquisition should be a Lightning Bolt or whatever a Black Bolt is, or we should just play more Sling Gangs or something like that. But everything has felt really good. So even though I went 2-3 with it, I'm pretty excited to play with it again. If you've never seen this, this is Arcane Magic here. This is the deck box picker on Magic the Gathering Online, which usually nobody cares about. And to be perfectly honest, I don't care about it either, which is how I ended up with the Simic deck box. But seeing that Simic deck box as I was about to sign up, like, made me feel like something was amiss. So let's is there a Koth? I love Koth, but I don't see him anywhere. Yeah, there's a Koth. I usually just pick one of these. All right, so we are gonna scam some people. Let's see how it goes. Oh wait, what if I cut the Inquisition and Douthy and played more Goblins? Well, which Goblins? Because the Inquisition and Douthy are just 2 things, right? And so this is a rogue that works with the Earwig Squad. We could play another Earwig Squad, but Mog Fanatic has been very bad. I don't know what the black card requirement is for Grief. It's possible there's more room in this list, but I think Inquisition's stock just went up a lot. By the way, Cast into the Fire is going to do like a decent Fury impression, I think, and kill Ring, so I put it in the board. Could put a 3rd Sling Gang. I haven't needed it. I haven't needed it. So let's I haven't drawn the Inquisition in a bad spot. I've only cast it and had it been good. So we're gonna go like this. There's a ton of tuning to be done on this. If it's even got legs. I think it does. Because all of the decks that are gonna be good right now, and I can tell you I'm already tired of playing against them, our ring decks, and everybody's like, oh, but you can still combo the one ring, and it's like, okay, so you have to have kept the combo hand that they had no interaction in the ring, which, like, okay, that's reasonable against Titan specifically, but like every other ring deck, what's gonna happen is they're gonna play the ring and then draw 4 cards, and then they're gonna have removal. You know what I mean? Like, very tough. Or they're gonna have another ring to then draw 3 more cards, and it's really rough. So this is a banger, but this is just a preview of the kind of hands you can hope to see with this deck, because it has no lands, so we can't keep this hand. But we have double grief with however you'd like it in Snoop, but we can't actually keep that one. The basic mountain rearing its ugly head for the first time. I kind of think you keep this. This is really good against Tron. You can hope to top deck a Snoop. We can throw back a land and be kind of greedy. Think this is good. Although I don't know if this is great versus Tron, but I think it's good. So we're going to throw back this basic mountain because it actually does get in the way of our first 2 turns, so it might as well not be in our hand. And then we're kind of hoping to draw a third thing. Now, since this is a one of, it's probably good. It's probably good if we think about what this Douthie could be instead. Seeing as I'm going to get a non-basic, I'm gonna, we go to 15. Fine. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I forgot that this was gonna have them draw a card, but Miria's Call, Iganjo, Ugin, Forgenew, Surge of Salvation. So we actually need to take Surge of Salvation if we want to get this guy off the field. I don't even know how important that is, but they don't have any way to get equipment into the yard, so the Forgenew is like pretty bad. Even if they grab a Shadow Spear, them equipping it instant speed isn't a huge deal. So this is the only card that we interact with right now, so we're going to do that. I'll probably Douthie Voidwalker. Then I will probably Munitions Expert. Yeah, I agree. That's kind of one of the reasons that I feel like it's sort of free here. I'm gonna get a basic Swamp here. We know they played this Urza Saga. We know they've got a Ganjo, Forgenew, this, and one unknown. Zoya is actually, I'm just gonna play Zoya. Zoyawa. Zoyawa blocks this. It's going to have triggered. And we're going to have to start worrying about Saga tokens. But Zoyawa blocks at least 1 Saga token. So they take 3 from Zoyawa, which is actually one of the reasons I think it's a pretty decent follow-up to a scam. Okay, fetching that basic mountain, our basic swamp was greedy because I guess I was hoping to draw a Snoop, but we know they don't have removal, so we're kind of just hoping to hang on here. So I think what I'm gonna do is swing with Zoyawa. No, I'm hoping to hang on. Why would I swing with Zoyawa? Yeah, I think we're just hoping to hang on, and I'm gonna kill their Esper Sentinel with this Munitions Expert at some point. I think they actually played this in, so they have 2. I guess I'm supposed to do it now. because I can't kill anything else except Inkmoth Nexus. But yeah, okay. Well, that's a good enough reason. Maybe they make a mistake and they fire up the Inkmoth Nexus. Because they're going to have... Sometimes people make weird decisions here. This is going to be like a 4-4. Kind of in either scenario. And I might end up blocking with it. I'm not sure. Depends on if they grab the Shadow Spear, which I imagine they will. Could be... Okay, so that's because they have a Forge New, which I guess I should have seen coming. They drew another Urza Saga. So we don't know their whole hand, but pretty close. So I do want to block this. And I kind of want them to try to Forge Anew onto their Esper Sentinel. Although, I don't think we end up being too different. Kind of do. I'm going to block. I'm going to block, and I'm really hoping to just draw any land here. A land does a lot. And if I get a land and they play Forge Anew, I actually am dead. So I have to... they Forge Anew, they can't activate Inkmoth Nexus. So... And they can only equip one of these. So I think I am going to kill this Esper Sentinel instead of holding it up for Inkmoth Nexus. Land, please. That was okay. Not really what I want, but it's okay. Kinda tempted to play the Douthie out, but I can't race this. So we're just going to hold up the second Munitions Expert. Hope that they do some other shenanigans with Inkmoth. Two lands, Forge Anew, and something else in hand. Well, two other things now. They should probably just try to equip this. It becomes the Abyss, and that's really good. If they play Forge Anew, I have to respond and kill the Ornithopter. Which means I have to take 4. And now, I guess I know their whole hand, don't I? So, we're safe to do this now. And then I believe I take 3. 5. Am I dead next turn to Forge Anew? Forge Anew. Yeah, I'm dead next turn to Forge Anew. Actually, now that I just did that. Ugh. So I'm assuming they'll see it. But I guess I'll play it out. They just have to activate Saga, play Forge Anew, swing, activate, excuse me, Inkmoth Nexus with the Saga mana, play Forge Anew, and then swing, and then after blocks, They just equip the hammer instance. Apparently they don't see it, so that's good. These are going to be 6/6s. We'll have to block one. Yeah, land situation has been rough. To be fair, without drawing the third land, it doesn't matter that we didn't fetch this, although we could have pulled stuff off the top with Snoop to get closer to a land. So that's 7/7 lifelinking trample damage. Block 6 of it. And we have no outs. We have no outs. So let's just... And then Cast into the Fire is going to be good. Engineered Explosives is going to be good. Palace is like decent. Bitter Triumph is probably really good. Earwig Squad is okay. I don't think we need that many of them. Pithing Needle is actually okay because the artifacts themselves have the ability. I actually think this is enough. Inquisition's pretty good. Thoughtseize is fine. They have a lot of tokens, so Zoyoa gets bad even though it blocks, but they trample. Southie's bad. We're just trying to combo them. So we want like super impactful stuff and stuff that interacts with their combo, and that's all this stuff. There's a question of, do I want another Pithing Needle? Do I want another Earwig Squad? And do I want Chalice? On the play, Chalice is better because you can play it on 0. But like, what would I rather have? A Chalice on 0 or Munitions Expert? Chalice on 0 or Inquisition? Chalice on 1 or Inquisition? Alright, I'll take Chalice on 1. Which is like, that's good. Maybe we don't want this Bitter Triumph. Want more Chalices. But I kind of do like having these two. Maybe we get rid of one of these and we bring in another Chalice. So this is a Snoop hand. We have a Kiki in it, but I don't think you mulligan this. And I think we just turn one Thoughtseize them. And we can discard this this Kiki Jiki to Bitter Triumph. I mean, you don't mull for having both pieces of the combo, right? So this is pretty good. So turn 1. Same thing. Thoughtseize you. Double Ornithopter, Pure Steel Paladin, Colossus Hammer, and Shadow Spear. Well, they have equipments and they have creatures. Got to take the Pure Steel Paladin. We can kill Ornithopters that try to get equipped. There's the Plains, there's the Springleaf Drum, there's the Ornithopter. Here comes another Ornithopter. There's the Shadow Spear. There's the other Ornithopter. Their whole hand is on the table, except one thing. So there's a Scammer, which will protect our Snoop and allow us to do some shenanigans with Munitions Expert. So there's that. We don't want to sack Sling Gang Lieutenant. It's possible 21 lands is too few when you're trying to combo people on turn 3. I kind of knew that, but I was kind of excited to play less lands by buying time with discard spells, which, I don't know, maybe that's a bad. But Scam was playing 20, and I added one. So that was the thought. They're about to lifelink me some. You can lifelink. 2 unknowns in hand. Thoughtseize on top. Not fantastic. I actually think that I want to use the Munitions Expert. because maybe 1 or 2. Yeah, 23 is the right number when you're trying to turn 3 combo people. Um, I'm kind of hoping to get a white protection spell out of their hand. Yeah, no, I was having plenty of lands last night. I think my opponent was writing down the cards revealed with with Snoop so he didn't forget them. They're playing another Colossus Hammer. So this is not technically, but we're gonna try to entice them into protecting this Ornithopter for no reason. By casting this with Colossus Hammer on the stack. There you go. Oh, they just floated white. They didn't protect it. Okie doke. So if this is a Esper Sentinel, we kind of jumped the gun. Looks like it's nothing. So if they draw they have 0 cards in hand, so his Thoughtseize does nothing any longer. But we can play this Stalactite Stalker. And if they don't draw... No, there's nothing they can draw that kills us. So I think we're safe to do this. Ugh. Well, we've had some bad draws. Attack with this Snoop because I'm not blocking with it. Some bad draws. Chalice probably shouldn't have boarded it in. Although, if they don't draw anything this turn, I do get to just play a Chalice on 1. Which is like not bad. Although maybe I just want a Chalice on 0. Season. Let's swing first. Looks like we might be racing. What could they draw that kills me if I start racing? Hammer doesn't kill me yet. Or Pure Steel Paladin just kills me because they spread out. They spread these out. So I can't, there's no reason to play around it. I can't get a Chalice on 2. So we just gotta dig. Snoop, not a great draw. And maybe that is the issue with the Scam Goblins deck. Just that the Goblins are bad. It's going okay, Sugar Peach. How are you? Very hot in my apartment. I am like roasting. I should have played this on 0. Well, that was the card that beats us. I guess if I hold up Bitter Triumph, I kill this, they only have the Trampler, I take 10. That doesn't sound good. And then I can't, there's nothing I can draw to get out of that. All right, we lost a Hammer. I don't think that's a bad matchup. I honestly think we just got a little bit unlucky. Or Matron. Well, I mean, obviously Matron is a good card in a Goblins deck, but that's not what we're doing here. We are, I mean, maybe that's, yeah, obviously that adds consistency, but we're going for a different type of game plan, and mulliganing better is going to be part of that. This is like a much more aggressive game plan is really what it is. And we just kind of went up against a, I don't know, aggressive combo deck that we didn't have. Just drew the wrong half of our deck. But it's okay. I'm going to grab some water real quick. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. We would like to play first. So we have one land. Not good. This is a no lander. That's just like not. We're just getting bad luck. Okay, so I guess you keep this. You throw back a Grief. You throw back a Kiki. The Fallout remix. that's very clever. Has anybody ever told you you're clever? I doubt it. But you're very clever. Is it? Should we just be listening to Fallout Radio with 3Dog and everything? You don't even know who 3Dog is. Don't fall asleep. Ugh, this is almost definitely a terrible matchup. Because, like, what the hell am I gonna Douthie out of their hand? Nothing good. We kind of lose. Wow, Modern's crazy right now. Everybody's playing their little crappy creature decks. Trying to get underneath the ring. That was decent. I kind of almost don't want to cast Grief this turn. I think I don't want. I think next turn I might. Now I kind of can't. We're getting Prowess. Prowess is a terrible matchup for regular goblins and scam goblins. And that doesn't do it. So this card is bad. I guess it pitches to Grief. You need to pitch to Grief to try to survive. Probably. Well, I mean, Questing Druid is obviously a better card. Kind of have nothing, but likely still gonna beat us. I don't think that you fetch to thin here. Probably need to be playing Fatal Pushes in place of the Inquisition and the Douthie and the Fable. Just to like launch the early aggro plans. Like we just need more interaction. Buy our time. The worst draw. The land that comes into play tapped. So I'm gonna fetch Blood Crypt tapped here. We are fetching this. So they played that. Let's see what they've got. Something to kill grief, apparently. The beast. Ugh, Breach is actually so good. We have to take Breach, which means they're gonna hit us with the Monastery Swift Spear again. If we don't take Breach, next turn they can like draw 4 cards. So had to do that. And notice that they could have cast Unholy Heat and they were just hoping we made the mistake of taking Unholy Heat. So it is what it is. They didn't cast the one that was on an adventure? What the hell? What's going on? How did they just have so many cards from 0 and their exile zone is over here? This must be showing something different? I don't really know what's going on here. I mean, we have blockers, but it's not great. This is going poorly. In this situation, you need to kill the Dragon's Rage Channeler, but probably can't. And you need to block the Questing Druid. So Munitions Expert and Zoyawa are both decent things to put on top, but both of them likely lose you the game. So guess you just have to put Munitions Expert on top and pray. Think we're dead? I blocked this and there's no. Oh. Is Fury only putting prowess down, not other things? Chalice comes in, all our removal spells come in. Sholdred is really good. Heroic Squad, not important. Southie bad. Thoughtseize bad. Expert's fine. The combo is pretty unlikely. Go. Would like to play first. Well, the combo is pretty unlikely, but still possible. So I'm going to Blood Crypt, Inquisition. We'll see if we should play this on 0 or not. They mulled to 6. We've got a chance. Lean to the left. The head for my back. Maybe I should not play a painful land. You know what? Let's do this because we're hoping to make it so that they can't do anything about it. Okay, so they have a Narcomancer, Ren's Resolve. Lightning Bolt. So Ren's Resolve doesn't come down until too late. So I think we win this game, and the way to prevent them the best is to Chalice on 0, because now if they draw Mishra's Baubles, they don't get the redraw. So short of drawing a 1-drop removal spell on this turn, well, over one of the next 2 turns, we're in good shape. So we'll just Blood Crypt. They have 2 draw steps. And so maybe we're about to learn like why combo doesn't back up Snoop combo very well. Excuse me, discard doesn't back up Snoop combo very well because they just top deck. Nope. There you go. So we got him. This is 1/2 of our deck. So we got their game 2. Let's run it back. I think we lost the first match 0-2, right? Which is demoralizing. But it's all right. This hand's not really playable. It's only got 1 land in it. Like, I want to keep this. We're on the draw. But you can't, it doesn't really do anything. Like, we can't necessarily play anything in our hand. This is a little better. We turn 1 Stalactite, turn 2 Chalice. Is that good enough? Could be. They can still seek the beast. Does Questing Druid cost 2 in both forms, right? So like we can't. Yeah. So we need a Chalice on 2 for that. Kind of don't like this hand. But I mean, it does have Chalice on 0 and Chalice on 1. Has a 2/2 blocker. 2/2 blocker really isn't enough usually. I think I'm gonna mulligan. Okay. We're gonna keep this. We're gonna put back Sling Gang. And we're gonna put back, I guess, Shouldred. We're pitching whatever we don't put back. I guess I want to be able to draw more copies of Harbinger. We're having a hard time drawing lands. We just need more lands. Which is an easy adjustment to make, especially when we had those flex slots we were talking about. So maybe, like, let's take out this and the 3 draw? Put in another one of these. And I guess another one. I won't let me right click it in. Maybe it should just be another. Nah, it shouldn't be another basic swamp. There we go. Maybe we should only go to 22 though. So we're about to scam them. They know what we're drawing. Hopefully it's a land. Not. But it does mean that I have to get a Blood Crypt. Back Evoke first. So we're gonna get Questing Druid. We're gonna get Abundant Harvest, and now they just have 2 lands in hand. So we are in the top deck war already. Not even good land. Although their Mishra's Bauble, they may end up with more than just 2 lands and their draw step. But we might get there. They might also just bolt this right now. Turn 2 Underworld Breach that draws 3 cards? Is that really about to draw 3 cards? No way. And it surveils? This deck is good. This deck is good. No, it only draws 1. Oh, no, it's 2. Okay. Well, 2 mana, scry 2, draw 2 isn't pretty insane. I mean, it did turn Dragon's Rage Channeler off, so like we're racing, but they really dug for the ooh. Well, I have to play it on 0 because I can't play it on 1. But it does mean that they can't do that again. And we're gonna hold on to our butts and see if this grief can get there over 3 turns. Decently unlikely with Ren's Resolve and Dragon's Rage Channeler and Underworld Breach. But we may get there. We are outracing them. And a land is a good draw for us. A mountain. With a land with the type mountain that taps for red mana. Want to be very clear, deck. They kill my grief on my turn, which is actually a mistake because I have surveil cards, but they know it's on top of my deck, so okay. I have to shock to get this in, but it is part of winning the game on the spot if it comes to that. And the pressure of grief requiring a removal spell is part of why the Snoop plan gets a little better. So maybe we're squeezing them in ways we don't realize. No, they just have a million cards now. So how is it that Scam was the #1 deck in Modern when every deck seems to draw 6,000 cards? I don't get it. What was going on? I just feel like people like to complain. Like, what's worse to play against? The One Ring? Or this doesn't actually do anything. So we're going to shuffle it away. I guess I really should have seen if I could put a Stalactite Stalker into play. That was a mistake. I have to take 5. I'm dead to a bolt anyway. So. Oh, I can't take 5. Fuck. I'm just dead. Nothing I could do. And a swamp on top. So we were dead no matter what. Well, yeah, we're dead no matter what. Damn, I hate playing against Prowess. Prowess decks are so annoying. They always have been. I've always had a really bad win rate against Prowess. Your removal just isn't good against them. Man, what a way to start the stream. It might be a way to end the stream, to be perfectly honest, because if I go 0-3, I'm just, this experiment is getting called right now. It felt so much better than yesterday. I beat Yawgmoth, which be the deck that's keeping creature decks down. Now today I'm just getting beat by creature decks because I'm not good against them, apparently. Which Goblins is pretty good against creature decks, although it's always bad against, or not Scam, always bad against Prowess. So that's nothing new. This is a good hand. This is a really good hand. Let's hope it's not Living End. Oop. Wanted to check. We may just be getting unlucky. I know I remember saying you just got unlucky there. This looks like Yawgmoth. And Stalactite Stalker is actually really good against you. Not Yawgmoth. Black-white scam. Esper Gorios. Could be black-white scam. Douthie Voidwalker. Do it. Play the Douthie Voidwalker. Alright, it's Stoneforge Mystic. It still is probably black-white scam. So I'm expecting to get solituded at some point. Does that mean that I should not try to, like, they just got Cauldra. I can't race Cauldra without the combo. So I kind of have to try to remove this Stoneforge Mystic, and if they solitude me, like, kind of so be it. Because how quickly does Cauldra kill me? It's that or try to play Snoop and then Jump. I can't just let them get Cauldra though, right? Because my deck is slow. It doesn't have Matrons. Do I want this to grow? I do want this to grow. I'm going to get a basic swamp with this. Because next turn, we're going to be able to play Fable off of this Blackcleave Cliffs. And we could also play Snoop plus Stalker if it comes to that. But we're going to play Fable, and then we're going to play the rest of our hand out the turn after that. Okay, so Bowmasters doesn't actually block this well because what we played. Oh, we can't play. We don't want to play Fable now. I kind of want to Snoop plus Thoughtseize. Let's see what they got. Cauldra, Douthie. So it is Black-White Scam. This card just beats us, I think. I mean, we have black blockers now, so I guess it doesn't just beat us immediately, but like, we're just racing Douthie. Which I think is okay. And then Snoop is going to be our way to try and draw cards, or do I just put Stalkers into play? Considering they have no removal, I guess this is my chance to put Snoop into play. I think I'm going to put Snoop in. What? Oh. I thought they were casting something by taking damage. It just took so long for them to okay through that step. Land is not the worst draw because it means we get to play Stalkers that grow, and we get to redraw off Snoop if what we don't like what's on top. How does this person just give up? They just assume we have the combo and they have no removal? Do I want to shoulder them? I imagine they're playing the One Ring. Southeast fine here. I feel like just our whole main deck is fine. I don't think anything is like so important that I need Earwig Squad. There are 4 cards that are worse than... I believe they have Solitude, then Grief gets bad. But I'm hoping to like put them down on cards. I think just a couple Thoughtseize. You know what? Pithing Needle's probably not good. Oops. And then I probably don't want to be super on the shouldered plan. Like, I want to pressure them. Just bring in one of each of these. Whatever. Of the world. This is a terrible hand. So this is Zoiwa and Snoop and Thoughtseize. Not good Zoiwa, but it's hard to mulligan this hand, considering how bad your 5 could be. We're going to turn 1 Thoughtseize by revealing Zoiwa. Possible I should turn 2 Thoughtseize to nab whatever they get with stuff. But I'm going to turn 1 it because I have things to play on too. We still have the perfect draw possible. Land Harbinger. My brain has just been on like going in circles. Wow, so they hit me with the scam. If this is Ephemerate, kinda rough. I kind of still hate that this is in modern, both just scamming each other back and forth. Zoiwa? Does that mean they're gonna double Zoiwa? It's an Ephemerate. Ugh. They take 2 Zoiwas. I mean, I did say Zoya was good against them. Did side one out though. It's surprising. Know about Snoop? What else you got? Is it nothing? Is it possible you're supposed to be playing Scam with like Triomes? So all they've got is this Grief. So I wasn't positive that they were on Black White Scam, even though I said it. So I guess I didn't bring in the second Bitter Triumph. I could have. This Grief actually is going to be decently difficult to block. I mean, if we get up to 4 lands, can we draw a scammer? It's probably not even good. Hmm. Ugh. And I listened to Patrick Sullivan talk about how horrible scam is, and it makes this so much worse. And then I got Thoughtseize bugged. How many games am I playing like that I see the Thoughtseize bug so often? Can't wait to draw the third Sling Gang Lieutenant that's not even in the deck. Close. So if I draw a land, Harbinger stacks my deck. This is, man. This is actually such an argument for why you need to play Bowmasters still in any black deck. Because if people start scamming you, Bowmasters is a 1-card answer that you can draw off the top. Ugh, and Cast into the Fire is not actually as good as Chandra's Ignition or whatever the hell the other card is. Forked Bolt. Can't do 2 damage to 1 creature. We're kind of getting screwed on lands every game. Like, how is that happening? They've drawn nothing. We've drawn a Grief. They got a Solitude, and their 5th land came into play. We have to play this because our out is drawing a creature to block their Grief with. Grief is so stupid. The Menace is even worse. Because it's like, oh, I've drawn a blocker, except, well, I haven't really drawn a blocker, have I? If this is another Solitude, it's another Grief. So we're dead. I don't believe that there's anything that gets us out of this here. Just things that make us more. All right, so I believe we won game. So we go to game 3. And I think, considering that they're actually on scam, we want every removal spell. We still want this Dothy. I want just more blockers that we can play. And then the combo's decently unlikely. They don't play that much removal. But we can fit better cards in. I guess I can leyline them. Why do I have Pithing Needle in? Oh, for Stoneforge Mystic. So I think you take out Thought Seizes in the old scam matchups. And then I guess we could add this Dauthi back in. This doesn't scam. Got a Pithing Needle for a Stoneforge that they might not have. I think this is a bad hand. This is like, ugh. They can't scam us. They could just Stoneforge us to death. One of the reasons I hate Leyline. But turn 3, I'm putting something on top. What can I put on top? Just Snoop. I do think I have to keep this. Unfortunately. That might just be the fact that I got scammed. Scammed talking, but I feel like this is going to be good. Good enough. Like, I can just put Sling Gang on top and start beating down. Got nothing on 1. I need to save these because of, well, that's not one. I need to save them because I have Stalactite Stalker in my deck. And Zoyawa. Here comes the Mystic. Oh, no Mystic, no Mystic. Maybe they're just second main. Okay, no Mystic. Oval. Harbinger. I kind of want to just Sling Gang, but like Snoop technically is going to draw a card because of the extra fetches I have. So I think drawing 2 cards is like kind of where I want to be. It's card selection, it's not drawing card, but when it's what you don't want in your hand. Oh, that's why. So they clicked it last turn and I saw paying costs, but I didn't put it together that it was, maybe they thought about playing Stoneforge and decided against it. I got a Batter Skull, but did they side out Caldra? Little strange, no attack there. They know about Snoop, so we can reveal it. Don't be a Snoop on top. All I need you not to be. Why didn't I play a fetch land? I don't know. Even after I said it. Because now this is junk on top. I'm a little upset about that. Is this an ephemerate? Is that why they didn't attack? I don't. They don't know my hand. Here comes Grief, and they're about to know my hand. They can't be on 6 lands. So what is this? Batter Skulls. What? I should have done this one. Now I have to shock. Okay, that was a return to Ravnica. Let's just. Can't even play it. They have Batter Skull, so I can't even like attack. There's literally no reason. I don't think I'm gonna not dead after all my Snoop and Chump or anything like that. I will block like a Bowmaster or something, and if they have another pinger, take 4. Them playing this, so safe might end up hurting them. Give me a chance to draw out of this. Although, given how they've played nothing so far, I say nothing as they have this full board. Okay, that's a little. Saw that I drew that. So now it's a 3. That. Why would you? I'm trying to think. Would you fire that off if it was your only removal spell, so you were never gonna have a chance to respond because you decided I was never gonna block? I don't really know. There's a read to be made there. Draw this piece of garbage. Another piece of garbage on top. Let's see if Moto knows how to change the top card when you shuffle. This time it did. Well, did we get there? I guess I should go to end step. Do it. They don't have lethal. I have 2 snoops. Target this one. We got to do this at their end step. I mean, they didn't pitch. I mean, I have to do this because there's no better. If they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it. Temporary lockdown. What? Come on. I can't even believe this. It wipes their whole board. Ugh. I'm mad at that. Ridiculous. Very lockdown. Probably really good against the last deck we played. I mean, I know I have Kiki Jiki. They didn't even take one off of my Wicked Roll token. Oh, the Wicked Roll token gets exiled as well. Just gonna swing. They're gonna pick up Batterskull and put it back down. And I'm not blocking with Kiki Jiki. Okay, well, so this is known information, that ley line. I would like to draw munitions expert. Not that. Oh no, you got me. We know one of these cards is Batterskull. I am not going to give up the Kiki. My only Kiki, so I'm off combo. I really want to draw a munitions expert. Our top decks are a lot worse with this version of the deck, which is interesting. Kind of lose the card quality of Scam that made its top decks good enough to like hold on with Grief, and you lose the card quality of Goblins, although here it is. So end step, we're gonna copy this guy instead of waiting for their turn. So now we've got tokens. We stop them from lifelinking and we block Grief. Solitude is very good. Take 1 damage. So no more Kikis in the deck. Munitions expert is a decent draw here. Land? Why not? So we've gone through, let's call them 20 cards, because we're about to pull this Arid Mesa, a Blood Crypt out of our deck with this Arid Mesa. An Ephemerate. Not dead after all on the Solitude. So I don't want the Solitude to die anymore. This. F6 value. Yeah, we don't have ways to pull things out of our graveyard, which we could probably use. I mean, I guess you do this naming Batterskull. A Sheoldred is actually a really good draw. And I think we have 2. I don't have to block, but I do think I should. But a Sheoldred is a good draw here. So we're gonna block because we die to a removal spell next turn. Instead of just like having a chance to draw an answer. Does Grief just kill us? No. No, Sheoldred can still get us out of this. Nope. No luck. Well, we've gone through a lot of cards. and a lot of not impactful ones. 23 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands. And we're playing 20. Wow, we just 0-3'd so hard. It did not feel this bad yesterday, but I'm not going to keep streaming to no one playing an 0-3 league. If you're hanging out, thank you for hanging out. But I guess I'm going to go do something else because I don't want to just burn another $10. But I'm probably going to keep playing this. Maybe not on stream, but not tonight. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.